My name is Alexa Westenberger, and today I will be presenting you my presentation on my startup business, Espresso Cafe. I hope you enjoy.
I will be presenting Espresso Cafe, which is my idea for a startup business. What is Espresso Cafe? Espresso Cafe is the coffee shop I would like to start within the next few years. Espresso Cafe will be a small, suburban located coffee shop that serves on-the-go coffee products and cafe food items. My target audience is the on-the-go worker on their way to work, or a student looking to grab a coffee before school. My audience is towards those who are coffee lovers and like fast, easy service. Any coffee, tea, or overall cafe lover will want to buy my service. I'm trying to target it to those that are tired of the franchise businesses such as Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and instead want something new and have a creative new experience. My projected location is in the suburb of Audubon, New Jersey, specifically 101 Merchant Street, Audubon, New Jersey. It will be in a nice small town where the average income per household is $70,000. There is a high school located nearby, as many students will come and visit. Also, it is near a busy road, which leads to a highway, a great location for many of my targeted audience. Of part of my research, I have seen many changes I would like to change to my business that around me do not offer. For example, franchise companies such as Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks do not have a personal experience with their customers. Their main goal is to make money and get paid. My business, however, will feature a catering service to my customers' needs for every customer, as we will customize every drink for every customer. Also, my other competitors, like the Treehouse, which I will mention later, and other cafe-like coffee shops, often not offer many cafe items. I would like to offer breakfast and on-the-go wraps. For my business, I would like it to run under a sole proprietorship. This way, as a small business, I would have complete control and can make every decision down to what carpet is on the floor, as I am very needy and need and want a lot of things for my business. Also, as part of the advantages of being a sole proprietor, I do not have to pay any taxes to a big corporation and all profits go to myself and my employees. Being in a sole proprietorship, I have a lot more freedom than upholding to corporate standards. Also, I have no interest in a partnership. Partnerships almost always end up in chaos. This is best for my business because I want to run a small business, and there is no need to have a lot of people influence my decisions. For my projected customer, the expected age is between 16 and 45. And for gender, I believe that it'll be like a mix of 50 men to 50 women. And for my financial status, I believe it's going to be about a middle class, about $50,000 or more a year, or the everyday college student. I do not believe that I'm going to get anywhere for someone who lives in a low, poverty-stricken neighborhood. My business will serve the wants and needs of a coffee lover on the go. My business will satisfy all that want coffee that is good for a low price and fast service. All prices will be under $5 and a large coffee and tea will only be $2. We will also satisfy the customer with friendly service and customer loyalty cards. And then we had a market research questionnaire where I asked many potential customers questions. And here is an example of some of the questions I asked. I asked, how many times a week do you drink coffee? How often do you visit coffee shops? How long do you wait at coffee shops? Is there any menu items you wish more coffee shops would offer? How much do you typically spend on breakfast? How do you feel you can improve your coffee shop experiences? Who would be my closest competitor? Do you feel as though a drive-thru would be a good business concept? Would you be more likely to come through during a cold or warm weather? And what would be a good location? For my results, I examined that many people would want more items on the menu, such as bagels, pastries, muffins, almond milk. There was a lot of people who wanted gluten-free items since that is a new trend, and people believe that gluten-free is better for you. So I do believe that having gluten-free bakery items would benefit me. And for people typically spending money on breakfast, it was a mix between, people would want to spend less than $10 as they feel that's appropriate, and that's what I feel appropriate. That's why all my menu prices are $5 and below. And for how many times a week people drink coffee, most of them drink on average like most days of the week, not every day and not that often. People usually drink it a lot of the days of the week. So I want to cater to those customers who should come out and visit more often. Which, for my second question, how often do you visit coffee shops and cafes? Most people answered that they don't go very often and that they only go every couple weeks, and I would like to bring that to a more friendly and satisfying environment. People feel like that they can improve their coffee shop experiences by having lower prices. That's why I've implemented the $5 or below price tag. And for my closest competitor, which I figured would be franchise companies such as Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. And everyone answered that a drive-thru would be a good business concept. And everyone wanted to visit more during the warm weather, I guess, for coffee, hot coffee, those types of ideas, and for a good location, which is how I chose Audubon. Was that it's in a suburban area and a town with no coffee shops and near a high school. I am going into a retail service business. Our trained baristas will be making every coffee ads brewed to perfection for every customer. We will sell a service and products rather than just selling coffee from a hot container. My competition, like I stated before, were Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and for my local competition, there would be 2 cafe-like areas. They are called the Treehouse, and they are my closest competitors. Starbucks, which is located 2 miles away, the Treehouse, Saxby's Coffee, which is the other cafe, and Dunkin' Donuts. This is my business ad, and it expresses my interest in having an espresso cafe. It says we are open every day from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., which that is very flexible hours, and most coffee shops open at like 8 o'clock and close by about 4. This one has long range of hours, so it's good for anybody no matter what time of the year they work. This is my business card. It has my cell phone, my fax, and my street location. In it features my logo, which I'm going to get to in a second, and my slogan, which is "You can sip with us, you'll like a latte," which is a pun on 2 things: latte meaning my coffee and my business, and sipping, which refers to coffee, and it also is a spin on words for the movie Mean Girls. It'll catch the attention of people of the younger generation and the older generation. And this is my logo. He is a cup. He is friendly, welcoming, and warming. He'll catch the attention of all age groups, all genders, and everybody around. And like I mentioned before, my slogan is, "Take a sip with us, you'll like us a latte." This is my unit cost report. It has some of the items I will feature and their cost. So my cost of goods sold will be $265, and the selling price will be $729. Gross profit per unit will be $464. This is some of my startup costs. I don't think I mentioned this before, but it's not going to cost a lot to open a business for a coffee shop, as it could be for other businesses, as it will only cost me around, with slight tweaks here and there, it's going to be about $35,000. That being cash registers, coffee beans, display shelves, and etc. Rent is one of the biggest parts of it, and merchandise inventory. I will get that money from relatives, bank loans, and personal savings. And this is my sales forecast. As I mentioned before, here are my products I will be selling, the price for 1 unit cost, and how many I project. And this is my projection throughout the first year. This is my income statement for the year 2016. These are the months January through December, and